Hey guys, it's Becca B, and today I'm in beautiful Rosemary Square, and I'm going to talk about the Bible and whether there are errors in it. It's going to be a good night. First question. So a lot of people think that the Bible has errors and contradictions. Do you think it does?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Ooh, child, I can't answer this. She can. I think the Bible says what it wants to say, but I think people pick and choose But I think the Bible basically says what it wants to say. You either follow it or you don't follow it.
Okay. So you say the Bible itself doesn't contradict itself, but people make it?
I think people, they make their points, but then they're like, I believe in this, but then next thing you know, they're like, it's something else also in the Bible, but then they're like, okay, girl, we're not going to follow this, but we're going to follow that.
Yes, I think there are. Yes.
I think that the Bible, what is written in the Bible is right, but I think that everyone has their own interpretation of things said in the Bible, and that you may, someone might hear something totally different from what's in the Bible than what I might hear. So I think, yeah.
I don't really know, because it's been the Bible has been around for a very long time. So it's ancient. It's things might differ from then to now. So that's maybe the only altercations that it needs.
Okay. So do you think there are errors and or contradictions in the Bible?
Probably. Also, I identify as a Christian, so I kind of studied some of this, but not really studied, but looked into it. But I don't think there are a lot. There are some things that can be slightly confusing that I understand, but from just growing up in the church and all that stuff, I don't I personally don't see many contradictions. So, but I can understand where they come from.
I'm definitely not the best candidate to talk about religion, since I'm not religious at all. So I will definitely flat out say that I think religion is bogus. I think it creates walls between one another. Just creates negative friction that ends up people arguing and fighting and conflict, as evidently has happened over hundreds and thousands of years in history. So yeah, I'm not the religion guy. So.
Okay. What do you think?
I think there's some truth to what the Bible says. I think that there are some examples and stories that are true and sometimes maybe exaggerated just to get the point across. But I do think that there is some truth in the Bible.
Okay. Jacob, did you know that the Bible is the #1 stolen book in the world?
Becca, that's interesting, because it seems that anybody will do anything for the truth.
Would you say that, so you don't follow it, but if you were, would you, trust it? Because you said, it doesn't itself contradict it. So, people who believe in it, is it trustworthy?
I think every faith, in a way, what you feel is trustworthy. If you believe in a higher being, obviously you're putting some type of trust that it's there.
Because there are, you'd say, some errors or contradictions, do you think that means the whole Bible would be wrong? Some people, when they see errors and contradictions, they just dismiss the whole book. Do you think that would be the right approach, or no?
If you take a lot of the stuff out of the Bible, out of context, it can be seen as, oh, this is this contradicts this or this contradicts that. However, it takes sort of putting the verses and putting all of that into the full perspective of the story of the Bible to fully understand that, and that's where I see that there aren't that many contradictions, if none at all. So,
do you trust the Bible as a piece of history and as a whole? Would you trust it?
Yeah.
Definitely. Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, everybody agreed on that one. As a whole, would you say that you would trust the Bible? The Bible itself, a lot of people say there's contradictions in it, between the Old and New Testament, or different books of people saying different things.
That's because different people wrote those books, right? And they've been interpreted by different people over a long time.
Yeah.
So
there could be contradictions in it?
There should be, because of that. They're written by humans, not by God.
So because it's written by humans, there could be errors. Do you think then it could be a little less trustworthy, right?
Yeah, definitely. Humans are humans. Yeah.
I mean, every book is written by humans, so should we all kind of not trust anything, any book that anyone writes?
No, I don't think that at all. I think basing something like eternity, though, or whatever, is kind of
Heavier.
yeah.
So would you say that you would overall like trust the Bible or only some of it?
I think I would trust it, but not to the T. I think that I could make my own interpretation of what to trust and what's true and not.
Thanks, guys, so much for hanging with us today. We really hope you enjoyed hearing what Rosemary Square had to say about the Bible and whether or not they trusted it. We'll see you guys next time.